is your call to action. Get prepared, America. Economy, survival, energy, disasters. This is USAPrepares.com. Informative radio, educational radio. Interact now by emailing instructor@USAPrepares.com or text at 434-390-7953. Class, please take your seats. Now, your instructor, Vincent Finelli.
Watch the greenbacks tumble. Feel their
I thought I'd wait a few extra seconds just for my for my own amusement. Everyone all set? Cocked? Locked? I think I overdid the bliss this morning. Here we go. Your dial set correctly to USAPrepares.com. We're delighted you're here. And there's a link to all of your instructors on the website, USAPrepares.com, USAPrepares.com. Dr. Richard Allen Miller's with us. Welcome, Rick.
Good morning, Vincent. I noticed you didn't chuckle. Did you hear me say that?
No.
Oh,
no,
I'm so sorry. I didn't hear the normal beginning chuckle. I did later. And did you get my email correctly?
Yes, I did, Rick. And so we're going to be talking about some very interesting...
No, it's not interesting. It's serious. And worse than that, I am sick from it. And It's terrible.
Well, to me...
Wrong. And nobody is doing anything about it. The United Nations has got a secret group. I just posted it on Facebook that is trying to stop this whole thing. And so the owner of the Weather Channel, the one that started the Weather Channel, that feels that weather is one of the most important things we should know about, is now suing Al Gore publicly to bring this issue to forefront on global warming. It's a bunch of BS, and somebody has got to say it. Last night I was on a radio and I went spooky on them, and I'm angry. There's nothing I can do about it. I have identified 13 different kinds of chemtrails that are going on right now. The one in Oregon right now that they're deploying has got lithium in it, and I've got a picture of the cloud of it and documentation of what they're doing to us to try to dumb us down and make us sick. And guess what? I'm sick. I don't feel like doing anything. It's working. I'm a casualty.
Rick, I've got to tell you, you're not the only one who feels that way. There are plenty of people whom I've talked with.
I want to go out and cause trouble. I want to go out and hurt something. And I'm not like this. Sorry.
Rick, I know you're not like this. Rick, I believe that you and I and others have been used. We've been used by the system. We've been used because we knew how to do things that others didn't know how to do. We've been lied to. And we've developed technologies.
Lying, it is possibly the worst crime in history to mankind as a whole. And while it may or not be true that there are too many people in the world, who makes that decision to start a mass extinction event using our resources? Children don't even know what a real cloud looks like anymore. What the heck?
Rick, you're right. They don't. And even adults have such short memories that they have forgotten. Many adults have forgotten.
I used to look up at the sky and let my imagination go at looking at a cloud and making it into something. When I look up now, all I feel is anger. And I outrage. And I can't even identify the emotions I'm feeling now. And I have no options. I'm nothing.
Rick, last night, I was awake all night. Why? I really didn't want to say all these things. Last night I was awake all night, and I was thinking about people I know. I was thinking about how weak we have become. I was thinking about how we don't say thank you very much anymore. How even when someone is kind to us, I guess it's expected. So we become less polite. I had a very, very nice chat with one of our medical instructors. And he and I were talking about patients that he comes to see, that come to see him. Now, I'm not speaking of Norm Shealy. I'm not speaking of him. But this other man is a medical professional. Patients come into his office to see him. And I said, do they say thank you? Do they say thank you for treating them and alleviating their pain? Because a lot of people come in with pain to see this man. And he said, it's rare. I said, what happened? What happened to people being polite and people saying thank you? And then what happened to people having initiative? It seems like so many have lost the initiative to start, to be productive. I see it all around me, Rick. And as far as the meetups are concerned, and this is something I did not want to talk about, I've been having these meetups for 5 years. There have been many attempts to hijack the meetups. There have been many attempts to sabotage meetups. There have been many attempts to derail the meetups. There have been many attempts to splinter off the meetup and form little meetups. There have been many attempts to use our meetup by people who would say, I just have a quick announcement, and then they want to come and sell something. Well, I've had it. I've had it with this type of meeting. All of these attempts have failed in one way or another. And then I guess the thing that finally made me the most angry is the fact that I left my equipment with the meetup group and I said, hey, let me know what you're going to be meeting about. I will see you in about a month. And no one from the meetup group has contacted me to say, hey, Vinny, listen, here's what we're going to be talking about this week. So if you could just let everybody know, it'd be great. No one, not one person has contacted me to say, here's what the meetup is going to be about. So please announce it and let's keep this thing going. So now I'm saying, why would I want to do this anymore? Why? Why would I want to do it anymore? And then some people have said, hey, listen, it'd be great if we talked about, preparedness. I mean, just strict basic preparedness. Are you kidding me? Basic preparedness? We've been doing this for 5 years. I can't think of a single thing that we have not taught at the meetup group. Not one thing. We talked about hunting, fishing. We talked about reloading. We talked about gardening. We talked about gold, silver, inflation. We talked about ham radios. We talked about programming radios. We talked about frequencies, solar power, wind power. We talked about when the grid goes down. We talked about generators. We talked about fuels. We talked about fuel additives, oils, lubricants. I mean, I can't think of how to buy a farm. I mean, how to start your business. Everything you could possibly think of, we've done. And they want to talk more about that rather than how to think and how to understand and dissect. I want to raise this to a whole new level. I think I give up. I think I give up on the meetup. That's where I'm parked. I'm really, really frustrated. So, Rick, I wasn't going to say it, but you started it. You started because you're feeling the same thing, aren't you?
Yes. It's like pissing up wind. All you're going to do is dirty yourself, and it isn't going to work. And I don't know what to do. And I have writings that this thing I just sent you has got 13 different kinds of geoengineering that they're currently doing. The one of which, like fly ash, is an illegal dumping of toxic waste. Where is DEQ on all of this? Where is our agencies to protect us from this kind of behavior? And when you realize that Monsanto is out killing medical doctors that have alternatives to cancer cures. That's another post I did this morning. It's unbelievable. It's like we are in a Nazi state. We are under a dictatorship kind of situation. And Obama, half of the European Congress think there's something physically wrong with his mental health. Obama. Right now, that's another post. So, more than half, actually, of the European Union think he's got a screw loose. He does. And he's megalomaniac. He needs to be impeached like Richard Nixon. And then the Democratic and Republican parties need to be boycotted until they offer us a real candidate. Someone that is worthy of being president of the United States. That certainly is not Clinton. That certainly is not, you're fired. It's not any of that. It's crazy. The whole thing is a cheap Hollywood trick.
Rick,
and I feel helpless. I can try to talk about it like I am. But my credibility, nobody knows who I am, really, or care. And right now I'm sick.
Hold that thought, Rick, and we're going to continue this emotional discussion about how serious things are. I'm Vin Finelli, Dr. Richard Allen Mills with us, DocRam.com. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Does being over 40 make you feel like half the man you used to be? Do you feel more tired, out of shape, not in the mood like you used to be? Thanks to an exclusive formula, you can help boost testosterone levels safely and naturally. Introducing Ageless Male, a life-changing supplement for men tested to help increase testosterone levels.
You'll notice a boost in your energy levels. Workouts work, sex life improves. It's like a light switch goes on.
Try Ageless Male risk-free if you would like to experience what taking Ageless Male can feel like. Support for healthy, normal testosterone levels, healthy energy, and increased performance, and more romance when you want it.
Call 1-800-327-4821. That's 1-800-327-4821. 800-327-4821. 800-327-4821. That's 1-800-327-4821.
KDArmor.com is your one-stop shop for the most affordable body armor period, with packages starting at $169.99 and free shipping on every order. Why would you go anywhere else? KD offers soft armor and rifle threat rated armor up to level 4. Go to KDArmor.com and get your body armor today while you still can. Mention this ad and receive a free water purification kit for a limited time with any body armor package. Go to KDArmor.com. That's CATI Armor.com. Come and take it.
Did you know that select musical tones have the power to heal? By listening to 7 amazing songs that contain these tones, you can experience the power of music therapy.
I used to work in a pretty stressful atmosphere, but I started using the whole tones in the office, and I'm experiencing more focus, motivation, peace, and better relationships.
WholeTones99.com is a unique music therapy program featuring 7 secret ancient healing frequencies uncovered in the music of King David. Now you too can unlock the healing secrets of the Bible, as we are offering a free sample of this music so that you can discover their power to heal, relieve stress, and break negative cycles.
I use the tones to calm my 5, 3, and 2-year-olds to stop the fighting, and it works.
Now you can experience the healing music therapy in the comfort of your own home or office. Visit WholeTones99.com and get a free song. Visit WHOLETones99.com today for your free song. That's WholeTones99.com. WholeTones99.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Class, this is the most emotional broadcast we've ever done. And there's no script. No cue cards.
By the way, can you give me just a little more volume, please? I can just barely hear you. My phones are going dead.
Sure.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay.
That's much better.
We are letting you hear live the anger about what we see and feel all around us. We are experiencing chemtrails nonstop. As a farmer, I'm concerned about our animals. I'm concerned about the winter. I'm concerned about the drought in California, the food supply, the supply chain. I'm concerned about the flooding in the East Coast, the death and destruction that's happening with impunity. Many of us consider this genocide. Many of us consider it omnicide. It's all around, but so few are paying attention to it. That's what is very sickening to me. How few people are awake and paying attention. It's happening to them, but they just don't see it. And you mentioned, Rick, that the guy who is occupying 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue might have a mental defect. We brought that up quite a while ago, and I asked Dr. Shealy if politicians are physically and mentally defective. Literally that. And he said, yes. Yes, they are defective. And that's the explanation as to why they would even discuss destroying our planet. You look at guys like Roosevelt, who was willing to drop an atomic bomb and poison the planet. 2 of them. On Japan. And people say, what a great thing. We poisoned our planet. We are insane. And then I look at another group of people, preachers. And I was thinking about this late last night, preachers. These are people who are very calm and they want your money. And because they can quote Bible verses, people respect them. Where are the preachers when we need them? Let's get them to wake up and start talking about this from the pulpit and talk about the crimes that are being committed. And let's start seeing some outrage, the same outrage that you and I have, Rick. Let's start seeing that in mass.
One thing that Matt Stein told you and me when we were at Kansas City was that the crowds that were going to prepper and gun shows were younger.
Yeah.
It means more and more people are getting it. But what do we do? Now that we've gotten it, now that we're outraged, now that we see what's really going on, what can we do?
Well,
and I am at a loss because all I'm doing is getting sick.
Here are a couple things we can do. Number one, we need to take back our educational system. We need to become involved with the school systems, and we need to protest and boycott and show up en masse in the principal and superintendent's office and say, we've had it. We've had it with this nonsense about teaching a specific group
It's all about money. They will take your money away from the educational system, and there's a solid, direct excuse for the need for homeschooling.
Okay, they can take the money, and the states can provide it. The states we're being taxed into oblivion for real estate taxes, which goes to education. And the teachers are saying, the problem with education is we need more money, which is absolute nonsense. It costs over $9,000 per year to educate one child in elementary school or high school in our county. $9,000. That's more than college should cost. And that's what it costs in a lousy elementary school and a lousy high school in our county, where sports is considered really important. You can play baseball for free. I'll be right back.
So you've got to take a state construction license exam or certification. Can't decide on what books or what chapters to study? Discover right now how you can eliminate unnecessary books and wasted study time. At contractorexam.com, our study materials zero in on state-required test topics in an effective, multiple-choice format. So whether you're a plumber, electrician, general contractor, or other construction-related trade, contractorexam.com will help get you prepared. Visit us at www.contractorexam.com today.
No way. Is that a real bullet necklace?
No, it's a 9mm bullet necklace with matching earrings, you'll notice.
Those are awesome. Where'd you get them?
Dave found them at patriotnecklace.com.
Wow.
They have a variety of calibers and necklaces and earrings and keychains.
Patriotnecklace.com?
Patriotnecklace.com.
Your choice of caliber bullet includes a rugged American-made stainless steel dog tag chain. A percentage of every sale goes to military and service-related charities. And get a discount by entering GCN at checkout. Show your patriotism and support our troops with a bullet necklace from patriotnecklace.com.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly, where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
You wouldn't go camping in the Everglades without bug spray, would you? It's in our nature to protect ourselves, especially when protection is simple and affordable. That's why IDStronghold.com has been providing affordable RFID protection for over 10 years. ID Stronghold wallets protect you from electronic pickpockets who pass near you with scanners and steal the information on the RFID chips in your credit and debit cards. IDStronghold.com is a technology company, so we understand how to best protect you against intrusive radio waves. ID Stronghold wallets are designed to block RFID signals, opened or closed, no matter where in the wallet you put your cards. Most other RFID wallets on the market were designed with only fashion in mind and do not shield properly, if at all. When you're shopping for your next wallet, be sure to get the protection you deserve by going to IDStronghold.com. Because getting anything else is like using latex gloves as oven mitts. Ouch.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pileski of the Pileski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
What would your life be like if you woke up each morning with new vitality, feeling better than you have in years, and you noticed a difference in your sleeping patterns, blood sugar levels, and had a sense of well-being overall? There's something that is changing thousands of people's lives, and you could be one of them. It's called Heart and Body Extract. Sharon Harris, co-creator of Heart and Body Extract, talks about the positive effects of Heart and Body Extract.
What happens with the formula Heart and Body Extract is it's giving the body the necessary vitamins, minerals, amino acids, enzymes, and phytonutrients so the body will heal itself. And yes, the body does have the ability to balance blood pressure, balance cholesterol, clean and unclog the arteries. It can also work on balancing the circulation for diabetics. So the body is an amazing thing. It simply needs some help so it has the tools to heal itself.
Heart and Body Extract gets results. To order your 2-month supply, call now, toll free at 866-295-5305. Order online at hbextract.com.
Dr. Richard Allen Miller's with us. If you'd like to go to his website, docram.com, docram.com. Rick, we're talking about...
By the way, that's my Facebook blog. That's not my website where you can buy books. I need to mention. I need to sell books because I'm struggling right now. And could
all right, so how do you want us... Okay, docram.com and also Dr. Richard Allen Miller.
Yeah,
Richard Allen Miller.
Yes, yeah.
RichardAllenMiller.com. Richard, A-L-A-N, Miller.com.
Thank you, yeah.
Okay. So here's some 6 items.
Mercenary, but like where I am right now, I am struggling so badly, emotionally, physically. I'm just ready to kind of walk away, give up.
Okay, here we go. All right.
Fighting.
All right, Rick. Miles in Europe just called. Miles, welcome.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Doc, I apologize for being sarcastic and asking you how you're doing.
Oh, no. It's all good, really, truly. It's just...
I can hear you're not feeling good and that you're not good on top of all. But you asked, I'm calling in because you're asking, so what are we doing now? What can we do now? What if even the younger people realize...
About the geoengineering and the hijacking of our air. It's not water anymore. It's our air that we breathe.
Doc, have you heard of Lawrence Kohlberg?
No.
Okay. Dr. Lawrence Kohlberg, 1958, was setting the so-called standard theory or the theory of morals. Just look it up. Lawrence Kohlberg. Lawrence Kohlberg was the one who then implemented his philosophy of morals and its teachings. It's a scientific process to the UN. And what we're seeing today is the development to stage 5 and to stage 6 through the UN worldwide. What you're witnessing there is something that has been laid out worldwide. And so if you want to change something, you need to teach the young ones to, A, change the UN, or B, get rid of the UN. Otherwise, no country is going to through as a nation. We will be fused together for a higher goal and a higher good. And we're already seeing that the nation states are being faded out. It's an old system that needs to be replaced by a new system of new values and new morals. But first you have to drive everything towards the wall.
Miles, as you say this, what you're saying is that is their attitude, not our attitude.
Well, Vincent, they're not asking you about your attitude. They're just doing what they have in their attitude. And that's
Right.
the big problem. So unless you don't change and sort out the UN over there in New York with the entire assembly, or you just get rid of it, it's going to continue.
And these 6 levels, I see them in front of me. Stage 1 is obedience and punishment. Then individualism and instrumentalism and exchange. And it goes on to good boy and good girl, law and order, social contract, and principled conscience. And you talked about we're in stage 5 and 6. That's the end.
Well, developing countries are in stage 3, 4. America, European Union is in stage 4. And now we're being opened up for stage 5. Or maybe we skip that and we go directly to 6.
Mm-hmm. And so, stage 6, can you tell us what that means to all of us in Europe and the United States?
You shall act as what you are doing should be law wherever you go. That means this is the new rule for law, for morals and law. And hand in hand with that goes the loss of private property, of private enterprise. This is all down the pipe. It's a centralized system where there will be an ethics commission of high priests telling you what to think and why to think so. And if they want to say, if they want an answer or ask you a question, they will tell you what they want to hear.
This is like Elysium and all the rest of it. A segregated community, them and us.
Well, this is what they fear most, that somebody is waking up and getting behind all these entire communitarianism laws that they implemented in Europe. In Europe, we are already under the so-called acquis communautaire. This is the communitarian law. This is stage 4 to stage 5. And if we as individuals, as men and women, don't wake up to the fact that the UN is running the show, everybody who is pledging an oath in Washington is an agent of the UN, because under Article 5 USC, they are under the UN's authority. So if they, in Washington, want to do different, well, then they violate an oath. They don't swear an oath to you. They swear an oath, and with that oath, they are under 5 USC, an agent of the UN, meaning against you. And so if you go back in history, what did the UN bring to every man and woman on the planet? I don't think that the UN overall has brought us so much positive development. I think it was just a mix of countries that were forced together against one enemy. That was a good reason to form them, and then to implement laws that count in all these countries to unify international law. But you don't benefit from that. They want you to be vaccinated. They want you to have one world government. And now they roll out the final agenda. Vincent?
Miles, I am absolutely convinced that since we started vaccinations, we have had more illness, more birth defects, more problems than ever before. I'm absolutely convinced of that. I'm convinced that before we had a Pentagon, the United States never lost a war. Since we've had a Pentagon, the United States has never won a war. I believe that we are distracted in so many ways. I believe that the media has been used to teach us how to think. And there's so many people who watch television that they actually believe what the media is saying. And during the previous commercial break, I wrote down 6 things that, Rick said, what can we do? Well, number 1, take back our schools. That means show up en masse. And I'd love to hear your comments, Miles.
You can't. Your schools are under a program of the UN, and de facto, as of July this year, every homeschool child is under the authority of the UN.
Okay. So we can't show up en masse. So we can't show up en masse and demand the change of the curriculum. We can't run for school board office and fire the people who don't
That's
teach our children.
Called revolt.
Oh yeah.
You can do that if you want to waste your time. You are fighting a battle that has been put in front of you, or that you are choosing, where you will have no results but losses only.
Okay. All right. Please critique the rest of these. The next one is cancel all over-the-air television and satellite communications plans, meaning stop watching television that's over the air and stop watching television that is provided from satellite. What are your thoughts on that? And stop wasting that time.
Well, TV has always been a tool for mass indoctrination, for mass propaganda. Every country had its own productions and movies and soaps, how they want to twist and how they want the populace to behave, and showing them role models like a monkey attitude, just copying what was on TV. Of course, it's good to turn off the TV and just throw it away. Use your own brain.
All right. Number 3 is dump your cell phone. And the reason I've been saying this is the cell phone has become a centerpiece of text-type communication and instant contact and constant contact, which I believe are bad things, because I believe we are being interrupted so that we can't finish anything. And also
Vincent,
it's being
let
used
me jump in here, please. I need to jump in here because I'm sick and tired of hearing so many things about cell phones. You're absolutely right that we need to get rid of them. But the point is,
would have been nice.
Even our USA Prepared class, so many people in there use their phones on a daily basis, and they use it as a lifestyle tool for every incident with every kind of application. I just can say to that, congratulations. You just became a wonderful slave to the system. And everybody who has and runs a cell phone and an application with something on there, especially the smartphones, is part of the other side. Period.
Okay, great. Well said. Next thing, number 4, is grow your own food. And the reason I'm saying that is if you want to eat food without insecticide, you can grow your own, and you can use heirloom seeds, and you can control some of what you eat and improve your health. The next one is...
Up here. You know, Dr. Rick is the one who has so beautiful knowledge about all that. I would love to see a project that USA Prepare starts a project where Rick Miller can do something, where he starts to do something, teaching us gardening project. We continue with that after the break.
Sure. Miles, senior USAPrepares.com instructor from Europe. Dr. Richard Allen Miller from the West Coast. I'm Vin Finelli in Missouri. We'll be right back. By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting GoBerkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
No way. Is that a real bullet necklace?
No, it's a 9mm bullet necklace with matching earrings, you'll notice.
Those are awesome. Where'd you get them?
Dave found them at PatriotNecklace.com.
Wow.
They have a variety of calibers and necklaces and earrings and keychains.
PatriotNecklace.com?
PatriotNecklace.com.
Your choice of caliber bullet includes a rugged American-made stainless steel dog tag chain. A percentage of every sale goes to military and service-related charities. And get a discount by entering GCN at checkout. Show your patriotism and support our troops with a bullet necklace from PatriotNecklace.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
At 30dayfoodsupply.com, two of our top priorities are providing quality food at a reasonable price and protecting your security. When you call 800-700-2184, we will never record your phone call and never ask for your personal information, like how much food you have stored or where you keep it. We'll also never store your credit card information and email address on a computer. Your email address will never be shared or sold. We'll never limit the number of boxes you can purchase. We'll never use outside packers or use relabeled food from another company. Our meals are naturally high in fiber, carbs, and protein, and everything is packed with oxygen absorbers and Mylar pouches under our direct supervision at our plant in Oregon. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low by buying directly from their producers in Oregon and then passing the savings on to you. Call 800-700-2184 and purchase our 30-day 90-serving emergency food supply for only $99, and $10 ships your entire order to the lower 48. Visit our website, 30dayfoodsupply.com, or call 800-700-2184. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com at 800-700-2184.
The human body is more than 60% water. Your brain and muscles are 75% water. And your blood is 92% water. Water is vital to your body, and alkalizing your water is the key to keep it running at its best. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops keep your entire body healthy, boosts energy, promotes weight loss, and even fights cancer. Call 800-518-7615 or go to alkavision.com to find out more. That's ALKAvision.com.
Dr. Richard Allen Miller's with us. Miles calling in from Europe. Michael's on hold from New York. Michael, please bear with us and we'll bring you on. One of the things that I have on my list is buy a farm. Buy a farm and get away from the city. I've been saying that for quite a long time, and I think a few of our class have actually done that, and I want to congratulate them publicly for doing that, but very few. Just about everybody else is status quo, business as usual, and have not really taken the effort, spent the effort to get out of Dodge. Miles?
Well, as I see it right now, the most important project that we here at USA Prepare could start would be bring Rick Miller to work. Apply his knowledge, get him a farm, or bring him onto a farm, build him a lab, because we need to learn to plant food in a changing environment. We have radioactivity. We have maybe an ice age coming up towards us. We probably will have more problems with the radiation coming up in America and as well as in Europe. And we need all the brains we have to do something. It's not about talking about something. Now it's time to actually put the rubber to the road.
Okay, Miles, here we go. Ready? Rick, what do you think about the weather in Missouri?
Well,
want to come here and do it?
That we are not going to have a normal winter anywhere in North America. And I posted that on Facebook this morning about the El Nino and how it is building. We're going to have something awful happen this winter.
Rick, here's the offer. Miles suggested that you start teaching agriculture and build a farm. Well, we've got one right here, our farm. And
my GoFundMe account has given me just enough money that I'm now spending that all to put in Volume 2 and Volume 3 of the Encyclopedia of Alternative Agriculture. I still have another project. I need more GoFundMe money to put other things to press. That's what I'm using it for right this moment. I've actually got Volume 2 in front of me, my copier, my scanner. Now, my knowledge base is so extensive that but I have to focus on where my incomes are. And so I'm not allowed to do what I want to do. I have to do what I must to survive. And so if you want to go to GoFundMe.com/Richard Allen Miller, there have been some very generous help in that regard, helping me put these books into print. And that's what I'm doing right now is Volume 2 and Volume 3. Because of the GoFundMe money, it's enough that I can go to press with both of those now.
Miles, I believe what you're talking about is even beyond that, right?
Well, I'm talking way beyond that. What we need is a curriculum. We need able-bodied people and willing people and learning how to survive what's coming up towards us. And
I have a project called Sustainable Lifeboats that needs funding. And I have locations already selected of active, ongoing farming for these lifeboats. One is up in Sandpoint, Idaho, and is part of the Quaker retreat called Peaceable Kingdom. Another one is down in Asheville and is part of an 8-farm unit having to do with permaculture. I have one here in Grants Pass that would take a community owned by the city and turn it into a community garden with an educational system with Fort Benoit School sitting at the end where children do camp there. And, I have a concept of how this can all work. I just don't have the funding or the wherewithal. The politics of Oregon right now in Grants Pass is that this is a city project that's in the county. In other words, the city bought an old farm that I was the last farmer on and bought it as a community park. They're going to turn it into soccer. And this field is so good, it could be a farm demo with education reform.
Miles, can you stay with us?
Yep.
Okay. Miles is going to stay with us. Michael is on hold from New York, and we're learning about Miles' thoughts. And how many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
Minnesota's Attorney General is accusing one of the nation's largest vehicle donation charities of putting little money toward its advertised mission. State Attorney General Lori Swanson.
It solicits vehicle donations from the public in about 40 states nationwide. It then sells the cars that it receives as donations to the public at auction or junks them in scrap yards and pays a fraction to charity.
The Car Donation Foundation accused of steering millions of dollars to for-profit companies. It was built back in 1952 for the purpose of setting the transatlantic speed record, but it could be the end of the line now for the USS United States.
We have never been closer to saving the ship, and we've never been closer to losing her.
Susan Gibbs with the SS United States Conservancy hopes to raise enough money to bring the ship back to its home port of New York as a stationary mixed-use attraction filled with restaurants and retail shops. More of these stories at townhall.com.
Attention USA Prepares listeners. When you're on the road or have limited data or Wi-Fi, now you can listen to USA Prepares Unfiltered and Untapped at no extra charge on this non-federal phone number, 1-605-477-3249. Try it now to listen to USA Prepares 24/7 at no extra cost or data charges. These are not on federal lines. These are lines located on Indian reservations off the grid. Call 1-605-477-3249. No smartphones or internet needed. To hear USA Prepares Untapped and off the grid, just call 1-605-477-3249.
Healthy, organic, fresh fish, robust, mouth-watering vegetables, all from your home. It's called aquaponics. This brilliant, self-sustaining protein and veggie system is perfect for year-round growing. Know exactly where your food is coming from. Aquaponicssource.com is the one-stop shop for all your needs. Fish, fish food, plumbing, full systems, classes, and more. Learn to build your own system. Go to aquaponicssource.com for a free guide to aquaponics. That's aquaponicssource.com.
Set. Hour number 2 of USAPrepares.com. The most emotional broadcast we have ever done. No question about it. We've got Dr. Richard Allen Miller on the West Coast, Miles in the European Union. We've got Michael Holding in New York. We've got Joey in Michigan. Miles, please continue.
The United States represents Washington and not America. America has been stolen by Washington. It's very simple, and it has been handed over on a silver platter to the UN. Everything that you pay in taxes, or if you go to the motor, to the MWR or what it's called, all this money is going to the UN. It's not going to you. You're not the beneficiary of that. So, class, you lost your country. And if you don't earn it back, nobody will do that. So now it's time to step up on the platter and to do something that really is important to survive or to reorganize things in order to what comes next. And that's why I support Dr. Rick, because he's one of the only few who really has the brains and who knows what to do. So if we can set up a curriculum, some kind of school where he can teach our young, I think this is the most awesome thing that we could accomplish.
Rick?
I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to do. I know what I would do for myself. And the fact is, other people would do other things. That's God's will. What I don't like is being told what to do and not having a choice. It's like that big hole in the ground with a divider, and I have the choice of either going left or right around the divider. I don't really have a choice, and I really don't know how to make these changes.
Rick, not everyone who is listening to this broadcast classroom has met you, but I certainly have. I've spent time with you here at the farm. I've spent time with you at the meetups. I've spent time with you at the expos. I've spent time with you at other expos. I've spent time with you in some of your seminars and other venues. We do a lot of radio together every week. Yeah, and and radio. And here's what I was saying off the air during hour number 1 to John, our engineer. I said, John, when Rick Miller speaks, and there are other people who present at an event, when Rick Miller speaks, he is the center of attention. Rick Miller has command presence. Rick Miller is the one that everyone remembers. I said it in different words, but that's who you are, because you just have a wealth of knowledge that is just unbelievable. And what Miles... But I have to say, so what? They're poisoning me. I am a casualty. I'm sick right now. Rick, you know Mrs. Finelli. You know her pretty well. And you know what our farm is like. So here's something that could happen if you want it to happen. And there are many opportunities for you, but one of them, just one of the opportunities is, if you decide to come here and make this the example that Miles is talking about. I'm talking about raising camels for insulin. I'm talking about building the best beef, the best agriculture, the very best, not the biggest, but the very best that man can make. That's the vision that I have here at this farm. And you just might be the guy to make all that happen.
Gentlemen, I need to let you go. Michael will talk to you, and Joey from Michigan is waiting as well. Thank you for your time, by the way. I appreciate hearing from you, Miles. Doc, in parting, push came to shove. You need to get your ducks in the row, and you need to start attaching to somebody who really can be productive for your life and for their life. And this is what I'm letting you with now. I thank you for the time, gentlemen, and until the next time. Bye-bye.
Miles, thank you very much. Michael in New York, welcome. Thank you for holding.
Thank you, Vincent. Oh, thank you, and good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Miles, and have a great day over there, sir. And, of course, all you guys are just great to listen to. I really enjoy tuning in. And Miles on top of it all, of course. And I'd just like to mention a few comments and fill in a few gaps. The UN, of course, is totally communist, and they have taken us over. We've been handed to them. And actually, after World War II, our military was used by the controllers of the United Nations to take over all the countries in the world, especially in the third world areas, to bring them under total UN control. That's why, Vincent, we never won a war. The purpose of our military was fighting for the UN cause, actually. And we see that all the time. If we just look, I've even seen on History Channel many times where we have army trucks with UN insignia instead of U.S. And nobody's yelling. Even that Arlie Emery actor, who's an ex-Marine, he wasn't yelling, saying, "What the hell is that?" You know. So, you know, we're in sad shape, gentlemen, as Americans here. There's not many real Americans left, and that's the most disappointing and disheartening fact to deal with.
You're talking about Arlie Ermy, and he had a broadcast, a television show. I think it was called Mail Call, or something like that. And he was the recruiter, the television personality recruiter for the U.S. Marines. And my son met him at a gun show, and he put his arm over my son and said, "Son, you know, when you grow up, you know, you can join the Marines." And my son looked at him like, "You're out of your mind."
Great. You know, I wish I had the opportunity to say, hey, Mr. Emery, why don't you listen to General Smedley Butler's speech and then tell me what I should do and what side of the fence are you really on?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try something here, Michael. I'm going to bring Joey on. Let me see if I can do this. I was trained during the commercial break. Let me see if I can stay with us for just a second.
Sure.
Here we go. Okay, you still there, Michael?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And now we brought Joey in. So, Joey, welcome.
There?
Yeah, we're here.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Joey.
Rick, is this Earth ship we live on, this Earth, we're echoing bad.
I need more volume, Vincent.
Okay, more volume for Rick Miller, please, John. And Joey, can you take us off speakerphone, and maybe that will work for you?
I'm not on speakerphone.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Is this Earth repairable?
What?
His question is Earth repairable?
I don't know. It is in change, and we have particulate now falling everywhere in North America that's making it radioactive. It is affecting our crops. The weather is affecting our crops. How many people had ripened tomatoes this year? Why? What's that about? I don't know.
Our tomatoes.
I don't know.
Our tomatoes were.
You know, I don't know. I think it's going to require all of us having a change in our behavior to include hygiene. Like when you take your shoes off at the front of the door and you don't track the particulate that you've picked up outside into your home. It's going to go down like that.
You know, Rick, what about the saliva, Rick? Who doesn't have white saliva now?
That's the air that we're breathing. At some point, we're going to need special respirators, and several of the geoengineering things are not filterable because they're in the nanometer region. They go through anything, skin, clothing, lead, whatever. So we're in deep problems right now.
Rick,
and I have no idea where to begin on this. And the real problem is, it's to actually knowing how bad it is, because none of that is being reported correctly either. All you do is go to the NETC, there it is, and look at what's happening this morning everywhere. Who's talking about that on the media?
We talk about it most days, Rick, but we're one of the few.
Well, why are they not talking about it? How does that work? Is it that they're trying to keep something from us? And if so, who owns the media? And what is their intentionality?
Okay, what you're talking about, Rick, is RADCON 3. RADCON 3 is in Washington State. RADCON 4, Idaho. RADCON 3, California.
RADCON 4 is serious.
Well, yeah, it's in Idaho right now.
100 times over background radiation. 100 times over background radiation.
Okay. Radcon 3, Arizona, Texas, Oklahoma, Michigan, and Maine. Let's see. Yeah, that's Radcon 3.
That's just
Radcon 2, that's right this second. That's second.
That's not today.
That's right this second.
Yeah, that's the difference. Make a note. And that is not actually measuring the true problem of the radiation we're now enjoying.
Mm-hmm. And if you just go, I just did a refresh. Now it's Radcon 4 in Michigan, Radcon 3, New Hampshire, New York, South Carolina, Arkansas,
everywhere. And
Oklahoma,
nobody is reporting it.
Oklahoma, Arizona, Oregon, Idaho. It changes, minute by minute. Gentlemen, Michael, please hang on with us if you'd like. Joey, please hang on.
I sure will. Thank you.
Joey, please hang on. And Michael, you're going to be up with your comment right after the commercial break. Then Joey, and we'll go round robin. Dr. Richard Allen Miller is with us. RichardAllenMiller.com. RichardAlanMiller.com. This is the most emotional broadcast we have ever done. By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
My name is Bill Bonner, and I'm the president of the largest private news and research network in the world. And I paid for this airtime because I have an important message to the American people. There's a change coming that the government isn't telling you about. This change has deep implications for life in America, from where you shop to the doctors you visit and the family you want to protect. Look, I've made predictions like this before. Thing is, I was right then too. A few years ago, I warned that housing prices would collapse. They did. Before that, I warned that .com companies would crash. They did. Those who listened had a chance to save themselves. But this has nothing to do with the stock market. This will affect us all.
You can watch the video for free right now by going to $downfall.com. Again, that's $downfall.com.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pileski of the Pileski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Young people are supposed to be full of energy and recover quickly from exercise. Their age should give them a great advantage to feeling good all the time. However, young people of today are dealing with the same nutrient-deficient food as everyone else in America. So it does not matter whether you are 15 or 85. If your biochemistry is off, you cannot feel your best. Listen to the real-world results of James.
My name is James Ashley. I'm 25 years old. At the end of a tiring work shift, I used not to do much around the house. Since I started taking the new technology-enhanced One World Way, after work, I have so much energy when I get home that I'm able to take long walks, do chores, and even honey to-do lists from the wife. It's plenty enough energy to get things done around the house and time to settle down before bedtime. This Whey protein gives me outstanding amount of long-lasting feel-good energy. I'm astonished of how great this product makes me feel.
Call 888-988-3325 or visit oneworldway.com. That's oneworld.com.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't take on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
Class, special broadcast, and I hope that as you listen to this, you realize the gravity of the situation we are in. If you look at the chemical spraying, if you look at the toxins in our food, if you look at the poisons all around us, if you look at the electromagnetic radiation, if you look at the vans driving through New York City, blasting people with x-rays, if you look at the police blasting us as they park and snipe with microwave radiation, and then you look at the taxes, and then you look at the regulations and all the things that we're told that we can't do by regulation, and then you look at the spying by the government, the drones. And what kind of names do they have for some of the weapons that they use? Well, there's a Predator. One of the weapons is a Predator. Another weapon is called a Hellfire missile. Who thinks this stuff up? Okay, this is evil incarnate. I want to thank David for sending an email to me and Rick during this broadcast, and I'm sure there are many who feel the same way that we do, and people want to know what to do, but there's so few of us compared to the other team. Our team is not funded. Our team is just a bunch of volunteers who think the same way. And what happens to us is we get arrested and we get hauled off and we get handcuffed and we get jailed, and some of us go to prison. Our lives are destroyed because we're trying to ring the alarm and do the right thing. The other side's winning. The other side's winning, and they're winning because of our apathy. They're winning because of people who are around you. Maybe some of your friends go to ball games, and they have shirts and jackets and sweatsuits with pictures of animals on them. Cartoon characters of sports teams, and they believe that's really important. What about your friends whose favorite team is the Oakland Raiders? To me, the Oakland Raiders would be the mayor of Oakland and his friends. Those are the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, and Moonbeam Brown requiring everyone in California that goes to school has to be inoculated. Who has that right to determine your health or your religion?
You're talking about Gerald Brown, Jerry Brown.
Moonbeam, that guy, that guy specifically. I used to think he was very cool.
Now you're talking about
changed my mind on that.
You're talking about
what he's doing.
You're talking about decades ago in the 70s. You were thinking.
No, I'm talking about today as his governor of the state of California. He's the governor again, by the way, and yes. He is now, after his 70s, he's now governor again, and has put down a law in California where every child going to school, if they want an education, they have to be immunized. Period. End of story. No debate.
Mm-hmm.
State of California. Meanwhile, in another state, it's okay to shoot a cop if that cop is violating your civil rights. Boom, boom.
Yeah. And in Lebanon, Missouri, I was told by the city manager, I asked him if he had a copy of the Missouri State Constitution, and he said, I got one somewhere in my car, but we don't go by that. We have our own policies and procedures. That's what the city manager, the hired gun that manages the city of Lebanon, said to me and Mrs.
Did you notice the difference in the behavior of the police in Kansas City, Missouri, compared to Springfield.
Here's what I noticed, Rick. The police in Kansas City, if you're talking about at the show, one of them had his camera on his belt facing forward, and he could video and record everything that was in front of him. And he positioned that camera as he sat at the center table as people went in. He sat with that camera, and I saw how carefully he positioned it so it was facing at the right angle to get the face and the audio of everyone who came up to have their guns tie-wrapped. Yeah. But in Lebanon, wow, they were nice enough to send the fire department, sirens, lights, horns, and several rounds of cops to make sure that they disrupted our expo. Can't do it in Lebanon anymore. Why would we? Michael, you're up next when we come back, and then Joey.
So you've got to take a state construction license exam or certification. Can't decide on what books or what chapters to study? Discover right now how you can eliminate unnecessary books and wasted study time. At contractorexam.com, our study materials zero in on state-required test topics in an effective, multiple-choice format. So whether you're a plumber, electrician, general contractor, or other construction-related trade, contractorexam.com will help get you prepared. Visit us at www.contractorexam.com today.
No way. Is that a real bullet necklace?
No, it's a 9mm bullet necklace with matching earrings, you'll notice.
Those are awesome. Where'd you get them?
Dave found them at PatriotNecklace.com.
Wow.
They have a variety of calibers and necklaces and earrings and keychains.
PatriotNecklace.com?
PatriotNecklace.com.
Your choice of caliber bullet includes a rugged American-made stainless steel dog tag chain. A percentage of every sale goes to military and service-related charities. And get a discount by entering GCN at checkout. Show your patriotism and support our troops with a bullet necklace from PatriotNecklace.com.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
I am a 47-year-old female and had a heart attack in 2005. This is Alice from New Jersey. I still get angina, even with 4 stents. I was taking nitro 2 or 3 times a week. The very first day after taking Heart and Body Extract, the chest pain was gone. Now I don't wear a nitro patch.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
Leave it alone. It'll come back around. Does that sound familiar? Most financial professionals are telling their clients that very thing. Don't panic. The stock market goes up. The stock market goes down. The real question you should be asking your financial professional is, do I have an exit strategy so I don't see a repeat of 2008? Look, friends, right now there are rumors circulating by many economists and self-proclaimed financial gurus that something significant could happen in September. I feel it's incumbent to warn you and help you at the same time. My friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute have a free report on how you can have an exit strategy. It's called How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your Savings, Retirement, 401ks, IRAs, and Income. Don't hesitate. Don't wait for another 2008. Call right now, 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929 for that free report, How to Survive an Upcoming Economic Collapse.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Dr. Richard Allen Miller's with us, richardallenmiller.com, Richard, A-L-A-N, Miller.com. Michael's with us, and Joey from Michigan. Michael, your thoughts?
Well, Jerry Brown, Dr. Miller, I don't know if you're aware, he's another homosexual, and if we really observe all the players controlling our government at the various levels, homosexuality is prevalent. Isn't it curious? Just like the Nazis employed the homos with the brown shirts to intimidate and control the German people so the Nazi party could take over. And so, same patterns here, guys. And what really disappoints me is that I don't have the opportunity, like as president, to take these traitors and foreign agents and terminate them with extreme prejudice like George Washington would have done. I mean, Benedict Arnold was a great general. And because he got, due to internal conflicts and egomaniacs among the founding fathers, they shafted General Arnold. And he was so upset that the Brits were able to take advantage of that, exploit that through the allure of a pretty female, and he betrayed us. Now, George Washington would have hung him if he could get his hands on him, and that would have broke his heart. But he would have done it because he was a traitor, even though he was a great American prior to that treason. These guys you're mentioning are nothing next to Benedict Arnold. They should have been hung a long time ago. They're lucky they're not yet. But aside from that, like Miles said, the United Nations is our primary problem, and the American people better wake up and demand that any government alliances with the United Nations must be terminated immediately, and no more funding. I mean, it's the American taxpayer that funds that commie organization more than...
Yeah, how does it work that Agenda 21 allows the United Nations to take our weapons away from us? If they try to do that to me, I will defend myself.
Well, that is the bottom line, gentlemen, that we're going to be contending with, because these commies, they don't allow individual liberties. The state is God, like Miles was alluding to, and that's where it's coming down to, sir, because even though the Americans are apathetic and everything you guys have been covering spot on, I still admire them for one thing, that they still have that American spirit for one thing, holding on to their guns. And they know it's not for hunting, but for tyranny suppression. And that's what's going to happen. They're making their moves. It's obvious that they're coming in for our guns one way or the other.
This morning they just announced a whole bunch of actors from Hollywood that are going to go out into various parts of America and start promoting gun control for Obama. And remember, this is the president that may, in fact, be mentally ill by most of the European Congress. They all see him as sick.
He is sick, and, again, this is what we got to be keenly aware of, because this is their next move. They're coming for our guns, one way or the other. And, gentlemen, they're coming physically, because nobody's going to listen to those losers coming out of Hollywood. You talk about sick. right? Who's going to listen to those overpaid idiots? No, we're not giving up our guns, and they're going to come for him physically, and we got to get organized and ready for that. That'll be the final attempt to take us over so the United Nations global government can reign supreme. And I just want to say also, gentlemen.
Michael? Go ahead, Michael.
I was just going to say real quick also, Dr. Miller, if you're sick, get my contact info from Vincent after the show. I'll be more than help you out. No charge, with my compliments. Send you my stuff. You'll be fine in no time, and I'll demonstrate how easy it is because, like Joe was asking, yes, there's a way. Mother Nature takes care of herself, guys. And sure, and to deny God would be to deny that there's no way out of this mess. But God Almighty is reigning supreme, and so their days are numbered. And Mother Nature will clean house. And just think of 4 or 5 volcanoes this past week again, down south of the border from southern Mexico into South America. That alone is telling us Mother Nature isn't going to tolerate this much longer. And on the news break at the top of the hour, when you hear those news breaks, that's United Nations news, guys. That's propaganda. Just listen to those lame brains spewing that pablum to the public that dribble what they call news, number one, and it's all UN global crap. And they mentioned the bird flu, right? Which was hilarious. Now, I got 2 pigeons here with the bird flu. Got them 2 days ago. And no appetite at all. And how do you know they're sick? Well, I caught them. And I got them already recovered. Now I'm waiting to see once that appetite comes back, then I know they're out of the woods. But that's how easy it is for somebody like me that knows, guys. So it's very easy to stay healthy, out of their grip and control and poisoning. We are magical beings in a magical creation because God Almighty is a wonder of wonders. Everybody that stays close to Him and His way, these devils cannot touch us. And Vincent, like you said, they're evil because they are devils.
They absolutely are evil, and I really honestly believe that they are defective. Literally, as Rick Miller was saying, literally, mentally and physically defective. We've got guys who, as you said, who are homosexuals in office, and they are trying to let us know that that's okay. It's okay. It's just an alternate lifestyle. Really? And our daughter, who was at the university at a very early age, she was homeschooled, and she came home and she was telling us that it's okay because it's an alternative lifestyle. Why did she say that? Because one of her professors said it was okay. It's an alternative lifestyle. And we had to say, hold it. It's not okay. It's not okay.
Reality check time now, kids. Here's the true reality. And let me just inject real quick on that point. That now, how can anybody with a rational, sane mind expect a homo that doesn't have a clue about their natural role in God's creation, their role in natural order of things? They don't have a clue about that. How do we expect them to take office and represent us and implement proper rational decision making for the welfare of us and our country? Does not compute.
Well, I think Yoko Ono had something to say about Hillary Clinton.
I'm sorry, Rick, I missed that.
I said Yoko Ono had plenty to say about Hillary Clinton and her affair with her. Now, I make a distinction between, gay and androgyny. And we're all seeking androgyny, where we have a marriage going on inside ourselves. This is different when you accent it into the physical world. It's a different phenomena, and that's James Hillman.
So how could we possibly want somebody that is defective to be in a leadership role?
Right now with the Democratic Party. And the Republican Party has just offered up Donald Trump. How does that work?
And
this is supposed to represent our finest and most educated.
Help me understand. Gentlemen, help me understand this. Ron Paul was going to be our savior, right? Ron Paul was going to be the Republican who was going to come to our rescue. And he spoke very softly, and he said, money bomb, give me money, give me money. And then he walks away with the money. Is that what happened?
Yes,
Am I confused?
Nope.
Okay. So Washington is gone. Washington has sold us out. And I know of one of our speakers at one of our expos who is a Tea Party member. I'll even mention her name, Tara Sukman. And she was telling me and others that she was on the phone with one of our Congress critters in Washington, and she said, hey, we sent you to vote and represent our interests. And he said, you don't understand the pressure I'm under, which really sounds to me like he was taking bribes.
Right.
Or being threatened. Because what's wrong with doing the right thing? These Congress critters don't seem to want to do the right thing. So I suggest that what we do is, if you see him, just point at him. Just point at him and let everybody know who they are when they're in the neighborhood. Maybe they'll feel more discomfort from us than they feel threatened from the other team. Joey, your thoughts?
Well, I wanted to ask Rick. We got the echo again, Vince, and I can't hear what I'm saying.
Well, we can hear. Just say it.
Okay. The 13 types of chemtrails Rick sent out. That's why I asked him if it's salvageable. The 13 types of chemtrails poisoning the earth. You know, yesterday I was cutting grass. 1 yard I cut every week. One I cut once in 4 weeks. And the grass is all dying, 8 miles apart. Yesterday I'm driving through a farm country, and all the cornfields that were picked, they're spraying the pesticide.
This is unintentionally. Everything is dying. The ponderosa on my property, the ponderosa in Oregon, is all dying. It's not just oak death anymore. Everything is dying.
How much of that up your way, Dr. Miller, is due to the drought, though? I'm just curious. See, around here in
ponderosa is not affected by no water. That's what it does best.
Okay. And where does Joey
It's about what's in the soil from the atmosphere. And that was vetted and has been documented in what the heck are they spraying and why are they spraying. There's been a whole bunch of videos that have vetted out that with the U.S. Forest Service going into the forest and showing the death of plants because of aluminum and barium oxide. And now we have lithium.
Now, we get hammered up around here in Mid-Hudson Valley, guys, New York. We get hammered all the time like all of you. For some
Most of the New York
trees are
fly ash from coal. And actually, they found that the toxicity of dumping it in the atmosphere as opposed to the ground is about 1 million times more efficient in terms of not being able to be measured by DEQ. The atmosphere is way more volumetric, and that's why they're dumping it. It's a question of money, and they're killing everything.
All right, let's ask Joey a question. Joey, you've been to the farm here in Missouri. We have a couple ponds, and there's one across the road on a neighbor's pond, and it is covered with a carpet of pea soup green algae. Do you have that?
We don't have it, but we've got other scenarios. You know, we had a rain just a few minutes ago. There were like quarters falling out of the sky.
Okay, hold that thought and tell us a little bit more when we come back, and I'm going to try to get rid of the echo. Michael in New York, Joey in Michigan, Dr. Richard Allen Miller on the West Coast, and I'm in Missouri. This is USAPrepares.com. We're sounding the alarm. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Hunters, anglers, campers, and survivalists. Get back to nature. Expand your horizons with the highest quality, most versatile, unique slingshots and sling bows on the market at slingbow.com. Sling bow products are compact and models start from just $17.98. They're perfect for your bug out bag or storing in your vehicle. Give yourself and your loved ones the excitement and tradition of sling bow. A new frontier in archery and truly modern twist on this primitive survival tool. Feel the thrill only at slingbow.com.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Blockit Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Attention, all men. Are you urinating more frequently? Do you wake up to urinate? Are you having a slower, weaker stream? Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Super Beta Prostate is guaranteed to support a more complete emptying of your bladder, a fuller, stronger stream, and less waking at night to urinate.
Super Beta Prostate is a product that I really like. I endorse it. I use it myself. I was very pleasantly surprised that Super Beta Prostate helped me fairly quickly.
Super Beta Prostate is formulated with a natural plant enzyme called beta-cytosterol. It's so powerful, you'd have to take 100 salt palmetto pills to get the same sterols as just one Super Beta Prostate tablet. Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Call now to get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Call 1-800-853-1203. That's 1-800-853-1203. 800-853-1203.
KDArmor.com is your one-stop shop for the most affordable body armor period, with packages starting at $169.99 and free shipping on every order. Why would you go anywhere else? KD offers soft armor and rifle threat rated armor up to level 4. Go to KDArmor.com and get your body armor today while you still can. Mention this ad and receive a free water purification kit for a limited time with any body armor package. Go to KDArmor.com. That's CATI Armor.com. Come and take it.
Atmospheric aluminum, mercury exposure, estrogen toxins from plastics, microwaves from cell phones and smart meters, and low-quality foods, all combine to create conditions for the very high incidence of disease in our society. Now more than ever, we all need to be consuming those foods and herbs that epigenetically signal the cells of our body to produce energy, create proteins, and detoxify. When we properly support our bodies, then even in these toxic times, we can promote and achieve excellent health. One World Whey is the first energetically encoded whey protein food derived from Amish pastured cows on the U.S. market. After 3.5 years, we've heard miracles occur for so many people. One World Whey has a track record of promoting detoxification, improvement in elimination, and improvements in energy, skin quality, and elimination of inflammation. One World Whey is formulated to mirror the macronutrient ratios found in mother's milk. Call 888-988-3325 or visit oneworldwhey.com. That's oneworld.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
Dr. Richard Allen Miller's with us. Michael in New York, Joey in Michigan. Joey, you were saying something about the rain, the size of quarters. What was that?
We just had a blast. The rain was the size of quarters for maybe 5 minutes. Then it just stopped. Rick, I would like to encourage you to consider Miles' proposal. Because
I'm not getting what you're saying, Joe.
I'm getting bad echo.
I am.
All right,
and my phone is
try to say it.
Et cetera, et cetera. I'm just across the board not getting most of what.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna hang up because it's fruitless. I'm not getting through. And
send me an email, Joey.
Eric, I will. But it's important to listen to the show last night as well. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you, Joey. Rick, what Joey was saying is that he hopes that you consider Miles' proposal and, use your talents by spreading the word and building.
I've got this proposal for sustainable lifeboats, and I'd like to put one together right here in my hometown with resources. It's perfect except for the politics. I need somebody really versed in politics to bring the city and the county together, because the city bought a beautiful piece of farm in the country to later annex as part of a city park that they have. They have some beautiful parks here, but they're all around sports parks. They're like soccer's and baseball. And I wanted a whole new concept out there of one based around agriculture, where gardening became a recreational sport, and that we put the library right in the center of it with a small grade school at one corner. Oh, guess what? We have that already in place. Fort Vanoy School, and they have been in national news. They were the ones that punished that kid and that got criticized because of the grandmother putting it on Facebook, and then she got taken down, and unfortunately somebody stupid rewarded their parents with a car because they were whining that they couldn't have the kid show up on time, and the kid was being punished because of it. It's all messy, and it's all stupid, and Fort Vanoy School, in my opinion, did the right thing across the board. And I was proud of them, and I think our educational system is savable. But we have to start now. And the children are our most important resource. Not money, not farm, children.
Michael?
Can't agree more than that. The kids are the future, and that's why the government school system is brainwashing them to be
They no longer are going to teach cursive, so they can't even read the Constitution. How does that work?
Or the history. Don't even know their own history of the country they're being raised in, right, guys? And all the beautiful things that that life has to offer. No, they're just making them nothing but, their minds are nothing but mush and jello when they come out. That's why the school system is key, like Miles was saying with you guys previously. And we have to recreate. If we can't take it back, we have to recreate a new school system. And that way it's ours, it belongs to the people, and the kids can have a proper education, because absolutely, they are the future. They are the key.
Joey,
I love working with kids.
Joey and I have been talking off air, and he had a great suggestion, and that was to form a school, to actually form a school that would teach the young people. And he combined that with what Miles is saying, farming. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here at our farm. But we need to do it bigger. We need to do it better than I can with our family. And so maybe Rick can get involved. Maybe Miles can get involved. Michael, Joey, Mike Parsons.
I'm glad. Any way I can help out, gentlemen.
Thank you so much. And so we're going to be pondering this. I'm going to be doing some tractor therapy right after, in about 30 seconds. And I'm going to be thinking about this as the tractor roars. Rick Miller, thank you so much for being with us. Joey, thank you. Miles, thank you. Michael, New York, thank you so much. Class, above all, honesty and integrity. What happens next is up to you. By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online And we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom106.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom, the number 106.com. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom106.com.